You know what? We'll do it. Good morning. I need to just grab something else and poke another button because I'm doing something special today. Why are you not starting Steam Deck? There we are. I need to poke this one. Here we go. Good morning, everybody. Hey up, Balthazar. Yes, I may have been working on something over there, Balthazar. Maybe. Good morning to Wuz, Alpha, Poppiter, Balthazar, Alpha again, and Wuz again. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I also need to poke another button. Come here. We need our stream avatars up. We really do. There we go. So, I will be tying my hair back. Remember, during the paint streams, even though we have pigtails, we do still tie it back out of the way, so the pigtails will be behind today. But yes, so for those that don't know, I am doing the first stream on Kick, Twitch, and YouTube all at the same time. Yes, all three, all at the same time. Watch where you want to watch. I do not care whether you want to watch on Twitch, YouTube, or Kick. Really doesn't bother me. But one of those. At the moment, as the heads up for you all, we are close on this. We are also close on the I have to wear pigtails at the UK Games Expo. What I need to do in regards to that is pull up the links for people. So if I go on to here and go here, it makes it a little bit harder to actually navigate. Jump won't work on there was at the moment. I am working on a few things. Here is Sindri. Here he is, Trouble himself. Play. Do that one. Now I have to go onto all of these and manually pin them. Manual. There. Pin over there. Yes, Sindri is here. Sindri is here. Yes, Trouble. Trouble. Sindri is always Trouble. We'll... I won't bother putting it over there. Right, there we go. So, first stream on Kick. We are painting today. We are having a laugh. There is a lot that I am way behind with this morning. A few things did happen that are completely out of my control. I am back to the spare wheelchair. Being the first of it. May have sat in the wheelchair. Bit wrong this morning. And broken a bearing. Well and truly. To the stage of I snapped part of the axle. Which means it will be fixed by Thursday. Because that's a ruling on it. It has to be done by Thursday. But I had to call them straight away. And even then, they're like, oh, well, are you available Friday morning? No, I'm out the house at 8 a.m. Oh. So, yeah. Yeah, that was a very interesting phone call this morning, getting that sorted, hence why we are a bit late. Because they're also on about potentially coming out this afternoon. So, one of those. I am in the spare wheelchair. It is not as comfortable. There is the first thing. That was fucking irritating. But they're trying to get it done. It was, yeah. No, it didn't hurt myself, was, literally sat on it, felt something move, was there thinking, oh yeah, I'll get off the wheelchair. I'll be safe. I'll get off. Turned out, as I got off the wheel, literally, I lifted up and the wheel just went, and it was like, whoops, that shouldn't have happened. That really should not have happened. Right, I'm going to, today, use this colour. Sindri will be happy. We're going to make a Sindri happy. No, what it looks like, because I've already pulled all the bearings apart, Sindri. so that they can repair it quicker. Got all the bits out. It looks like it's been compressed that way. Not... So, if we... Have I got anything that I can use as the bearing? That'll do. So this is the bearing. It was meant to rotate like that. Not vanish. It looks like it broke in compression. So that way, not that way. So they've tightened it up too much. In theory, yes was. But I'm pretty sure somebody would claim it. I don't know, Pope. I actually don't know what happened. I sat there. I'm going to take this off for a minute and put them on there. I sat there and was there going, how the hell is it broken that way? Like, first of all, it shouldn't be possible to break like that. Unless they've really overtalked it. Which is a distinct possibility that they have turned around and talked it to the moon. That is a distinct possibility. In theory, I think Twitch doesn't allow it, but yeah. Hey, it was somebody from Birmingham that came out to fix it last time. That re-talked it all. So it's not me not taking care of it. And I'm being nice, Sindri. Using orange just for you. Yeah, so I think you can get it to 0. No, yeah, 1. You'll be able to get it to 1. Yeah, so VIP is naturally expensive because every time that you claim it as VIP from the channel points, it goes up by 1,000 points. That's how many times it's been claimed, Balthazar. It started at 1,000 points. People have argued with it to purposely remove it off each other. So basically, the higher it gets, the more time it takes to reset. And it's quite funny, because, yeah, people want it and realize that you basically either save your points up, or you reduce it down, and it's only once a stream it can be purchased. There we go. We have pigtails. They're just behind today, so that I can do this, put this on. And there we go. I'm now pigtailed for painting. So, I'm going to poke a button. There we go. You can see my desk. You can see there is now a permanent fan on my desk, and I do have a name I need to add to this. Not that one. I forgot I had to add a name to this, and I have remembered this morning. So, where are we going to add you? We'll go here. Let's see if you can work out who is being added. He underscore. Hi, Peter. You are on there from your sub yesterday, buddy. There we go. Right. Pop Jar Jar back up there for now. Is the desk real? No, the desk is a mimic. The desk is also a mimic. So we are working on our mimic friend today. There is a lot of bits that I want to do with him. I don't think we'll get him finished today. Were you? Oh yeah, you're on there twice now. Oh well. Ah well, you're on there twice. Right, I need some other colours. We are also going to be doing that and getting this. We want a piece of foam. I want that, not that one, that one, right. Oh, is that another grey? No, that's my rare paint. Right. Dark, medium, light. Starting with the dark. What we want to do is just do the top edges of all the pages and around it all. It does not need to be perfect. Paint is technically glue, yes. But, Sindri, just because it's glue stay. Just because it's glue stay. Here you go. A view of the vintage. The finest vintage of Mod Podge. There you go. That's all the glue you're allowed. Any more you'll put on weight, and I don't want chat gaining too much weight. Gotta love using a sponge. We're not even going to be dry brushing till the next colour. And this needs to go literally all over. So that I can pick up all the high points with the dry brush. No, Balthazar. I'm saying you're not fat. You just like too much glue. And I don't want chat getting fat. I want chat to be a healthy size and to be happy. And that's more important than anything else. A healthy, happy chat. Now, what I should be having on... Oh. Pan, thank you for the follow on Kick. How many other ones? Kick has literally just said one so far. I need to check how many calories. Check, but how many calories? Wait. Does it have a calorie on it? It doesn't have a calorie on it. And there's a was follow. Thank you very much, buddy. It doesn't have a calorie on it. Was, find out how many calories are in Mod Podge for me. There's very specific reason I will make a bot for it. If you can find out the calories for the glues that I use, I will make a bot that basically says how much calorie each different glue is. So then it becomes educational for chat that you can find out how much your glue addiction is going to be. Now, the problem with doing this method, guys, is it wrecks sponges. Absolutely wrecks them, especially when your mimic's got teeth and it tries to bite the sponge. So you have to be a little bit careful that your mimic doesn't eat your sponge. Now, I am going to have to do it this way now. Come on. Three 3.5 to 4 calories per gram. Is that all the glues or just that specific glue, Pope? Right, come on. Hey up, Duff Cake. Welcome, buddy. Based off that style of glue. Ah, fair enough. How are you, buddy? How are you, Duff Cake? Right. Get this tongue done. Enjoy the lurk, Luke. Enjoy the lurk. I am also been inspired to work on our lurk messages. There is going to be more. I have been inspired. I've seen the craziness. I want more. More. So yes, more lurk messages are coming. Nice one. Nice one, Duff Cake. So I did get a message from our last opponent in MCD. He jumped into our MC3 Discord chat because they are all combined. Apart from like certain things like TW chats and everything else. And he went, "Good fight. I didn't stand a chance from the start with that score." Again, thank you to certain people who were helping with my usual Saturday night tiredness and making sure I didn't fuck up too badly. Even though we fucked up on ships. Here we go. We're getting there. We're getting the first layer on. But yeah, we went 3-0. I'm really happy about week 1. Because week 1, 3-0 generally means we've got a good tactic for week 2. It's just there is more data available. And as a lot of people in this chat know, data is king. If you have the information and you can look it up at least, like they're looking up glue calories right now. If you can look it up, you will tend to have a better time. Yeah, we're literally destroying this sponge, by the way. Right. So, yeah. If it makes you feel better, I lost with Leviathan versus Negotiator. So, that is not a non-mute point. Like, they have redone Leviathan a good few times. But there are still counters out there that are not metarized counters. Right, chuck that up there because that sponge is dead. I need some brushes. And I want this one. Right, we're beginning proper dry brushing, guys. Fold it that way. Right. Time for some proper dry brushing. That's my next dark colour. But yeah, when you are winning the match, and also thank you, Sindri, for the follow-on kick. Alright. I hate some base paints. Like, we will not be able to get to the 6 hours today, because I do unfortunately have a hard cut-off. Because I'm helping other people still with all sorts of weird IT shit. And today is a big move day for one person, so yeah. Helping them with that, getting all that done, dusted. One of those. And thank you, Luke, for the follow as well. Yeah. Unfortunately, like, it isn't even available on YouTube because I can't do combined chat into it. It is something that I am going to look at finding a way of doing, though. Because I want to be able to have YouTube be also able to jump for them. We know combined chat works. So I need to work out how to combine all the chats in. Can't pick up any pigment off there. You'll probably end up with 3 different players on the platform. So that is the risk that, like, you could go to YouTube, then collect yourself, and go to Twitch and collect yourself, and go to Kick and collect yourself. But they won't actively be the same character. So, okay. You've got 3 characters on there that are all as probably going to be very, very similar name. However, if you then just randomly attack, you could end up getting attacked yourself because you attacked random and it attacked yourself. So this is a rough dry brush level, guys. A very rough dry brush level. There will be another on top of it yet. It's a very heavy dry brush after it, just to pick up more colouring, so I can see where things are. So yeah, I made several big blocks of ice last night. I can hope they can be used to keep my office and drinks cold today. No comment, Pope. No comment. Like, this is a much heavier layer than I would usually do, by the way, guys, because this is just giving me a lot of information that I want to see. Right. Thank you, Pan. The wall is too good at retaining heat. Which wall? Are you talking about my wall? Pope, you know this rule. It's mine. Give it back. Here's the good part. It turns out the brush isn't holding paint well. It's holding pigment well. Next one. Now we do want to be a little bit lighter with our dry brush. And it doesn't look like it's doing much. It never will. Dry brushing doesn't look like it's changing a lot every single time. Yeah, yes, it is, Sindri. You're gonna have to give it back one day. I wish I'd moved this to a dropper bottle. I really wish I'd moved it to a dropper bottle. Good morning, afternoon, something time zone, chorus. Welcome, buddy. Sometimes I do not like doing dry brushing, guys. Right. That I'm happy with. Right. Time to get this out. Okay, dumb question time from a non-painter. What the fuck is dry brushing? A paint is liquid and it's wet. Yes. So, I need to grab some water and then I can show you what the difference between dry brushing and wet brushing is. Because it is technically a wet brush. So, when you are dry brushing, you'll notice I am cleaning my brush even with nothing. I am pulling as much pigment out without as much fluid as possible. So, there is no fluid going in this brush. And I keep my brushes as dry as I can. Like, I've toned a few of the things. Don't care. But what the difference is I'm putting most of the wet here. This is the wet shit. And then it's only really pigment on the brush. Then when you're coming across, you can flick across, and what it'll do, if I show the tongue a little bit, is it catches more of the high zones than the low. And that's it. That is literally what dry brushing does, is it catches the higher zones. The way you can do heavier dry brushing is you put a little bit more pressure. So, let's go here. So, if you're doing a lighter dry brush, that's the deflection you want to see. Medium dry brush, you'll notice the tail is deflecting a little bit more. And a heavier dry brush, it will deflect even more. And that is literally the only difference. No, you're not removing the top layer. You're literally just depositing paint on that very top layer. But the heavier you dry brush, the more it will cover. So if we go here, for example, it's covered a lot. But then when we come up to here, you can see that I've not pressed anywhere near as hard and I've got different toning. So, the next stage, do I have, that's my base. Where is the colour I was going for? There it is. So, we get that. I'm going for that brush. And now we're going to get one of these out. Now, I do need to grab some water. Have I got any on my desk? Yes, I do. Be good. Where is my water thing, though, is the question. There it is. Come here, water jug. Gingery, be good. If you attack Wuz, I will spray you. For those that don't know, the reason we've got this water spray on the desk is when we had our little kitten, he used to love attacking water. So we used to basically, every so often when he was on stream, he would drag this from the other side of the room. You'd literally see his little paw there, dragging it across. Because he wanted to be sprayed so he could have a fight with it. He had a fight with water. He's a dumbass, and I still miss him. Right, drink. Yeah. Chorus E. So, in wintertime, we used to get it a lot more than what we got in summer. But he would just run up. You'd see him plonk his arse here, plonk his head here, and curl round me. And just go to sleep. Midstream. It would just be, yep, he's asleep. He's fast asleep. Alright, water. Reframe it. Need to shake this shit. Yeah. Don't be alarmed, Sindri. Don't be alarmed. Right. So. May need more paint than I originally anticipated to do the colouring, yeah. But yeah. Honestly, Alpha, this is just the base colouring now. And then we'll have to base colour all the orange eyes in, which will take a good while. That's probably where we'll get to today, is all the eyes done and all the base colourings done. I'll be surprised if we get much further than that. And I know I'm going to get people saying, oh, you shouldn't be taking it direct from the pot. These are all already watered down. The paints are watered down 50%. I do that I split the pot, and I do a new pot near enough every goddamn time. And I know which ones I haven't done, because I have a list. But all that dry brushing does is gives us multi-tone. If I bring this up and angle that a little bit better, you'll see it looks like 2 or 3 different tones of green. Yeah, we're using one contrast paint. So it just gives that little bit of a different tone to what we're doing. And that's all it's for. If we get all the orange base layer on the eyes today, I'll be happy. Because that's probably further than I planned for the original 5-hour stream, and we've ended up getting cut to at least a maximum of nearly a 4. Which is a bit different. And yeah, so just for those that want to know, I'm using one of the chisel tips. Allow me to get incredibly close to an edge. Just so it makes it a little bit easier for me to paint the base layer. They hold a tiny bit more paint on them than a normal brush would. Because of the shape of the blade. Well, the shape of the tip. But allows me to do things like getting right up close. So if I do this and just load it right up for a second. So I want to get right into this eye portion. I can do that. And drag the edge in the section that I want and rotate on the edge, allowing me to get a damn sight closer without really touching it. Now, yes, this is the base paint layer. I don't really need to go that detailed because I'm going to be doing orange. It'll cover it. But I like to just make it as neat as I can for moment 1 so that I don't have to come back and cover it if I don't need to. Regarding the Twitch VOD, there will be an updated, what's it for this? Thumbnail. What I'm going to be doing for their thumbnails is the initial stream will have the normal thumbnail so that I don't ever have to change it. And then I'll go back in later and swap over the thumbnail after the stream. Because I know a certain person will be asking why I'm not using the thumbnail that was created specifically for painting. Yes, we have a painting thumbnail, guys. And it's coming. There may also be more painting videos in the future. Not just gaming videos. No, we'll never stop doing Star Wars stuff. Because it's Star Wars. But yeah. I do want to just do a bit more painting and other bits as well. Like, I've already been told I should do a second channel for it, and it's like, it took me a year to get the YouTube channel to where it is. No. God damn it, Sindri. Variety is good. Yeah, exactly. But it's like, yes, my main focus will be playing Star Wars gameplay. Because, like any Star Wars game, we play because it's Star Wars. We have the podcast that is all about Star Wars shit. Like, we don't really cover other games because there isn't really other Star Wars games to cover at the moment. But we will talk about other Star Wars games like Pod Racing, the Pod Racing game that's coming out. I think it's later this year. Yeah, October this year. But it's like, I'm going to play the living shit out of that game. Really am. Because Pod Racing. Sindri, the other option is also available for songs. I've left it active all the time. That's why it's in the title on Twitch side. So you don't have to spend channel points. I've just made it so it's permanent. It just doesn't get the response, which sucks. Need to work out what I've done wrong there. Oh no, it isn't. One sec. Wrong one. Come here. Three, two. Thank you. Yeah, so I did forget to start stream bot, but there you go, it's now started. I'm likely to even move that to Atom probably this afternoon. That way I never have to bother about it. There you go. It's all started though. So that is the song request system. Chorus. You do exactly what Sindri did with the points, except yeah. I could. Here's the bad bit. I used to have a checklist here. Like, here was this screen, and the checklist was here. So when I went to a 2 systems setup, I added a monitor there. Between that monitor and that monitor. And the mouse can go between them when I need it to. Doesn't always. Checklist don't work anymore. Where do I put it? Do I put it all the way over here where I don't look? And stuff up and running before I press live. So what I have done is I have a button on my Steam Deck that I should be pressing. And it basically goes, open everything. However, I've only built the one so far for Galaxy Heroes. I haven't built a painting one, and I haven't built a other games one. But it basically opens everything in relation to said game. So I'm probably going to make a generic streaming one in the near future so that I can just go, okay, everything will be open on both sides. Which is an interesting thing to work out, how to open up stuff on the other PC using Atom. That will be interesting. And the last one, I love Windrose collab yesterday. Oh, I'm going to the next one. Thank you, buddy. Yes, that's why. We steal it all. And yes, the countdown bot actually worked today, Sindri. It just come up with like 45 seconds to go. I'm happy with that. It's not a perfect solution. But yeah, we talked afterwards for a little bit, and it's like, that was stupid fun. Like, it's our second one. We enjoyed it. We may have already said Wednesday's the next one. Even though I don't usually stream on a Wednesday, I will be. Because Windrose. The ship must grow. Just saying. Where are we up to? Yeah, it's just a test stream yesterday, wasn't it? And nothing went wrong. Nothing broke. It's fine. Just test, and we're all okay. Now this is a test stream, so it's all okay again. Like, that's why certain things being broken is perfectly fine and acceptable. Yeah, exactly. Was test stream. Please ignore. Next, win the lottery, buy a new car, bring car to ARM. Tell him to paint it. Maybe make him. What? What? It was a long one, and my brain was utter mush at the end of it. Yes. So, when I get everything set back up properly for this room, some of the painting streams will be like 8 to 12 hours. Because I want to go back to doing like long painting projects. And some of the building projects to go with those painting projects will take the 12 hours. The only reason I've not been doing them a lot recently is tired. For people I know, I'm pretty much... Yeah, of course, I understand that, bud. Right, we'll pause for the ads. There we go. So we pause for ads here, guys. Move that there. Yes, go and get water. Get water, get snacks. Snackies are just as important, was. I just run on caffeine during the day. As you can see. From just here on the screen. Just here. Right at the top. Somebody did a good call. What? Who put the Imperial March up? Who did this one? Let's just grab here. Chorus. Good call. Oop. I'll make that full screen, actually. Force Commanders one. Yeah, the Imperial March is always good. Like, a lot of the music that I use for my auto DJ side is Star Wars based. I've already talked to Sindri. I would love to be able to have like 3 or 4 different, like, ones that I can just choose for different game styles. And we'll see. We'll see what happens there. But yeah, it's one of those. That would be ace, but if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. No, I haven't. I haven't heard the one in A minor. You can do ! Song request and chuck the same link in, and it'll do the same thing. How long isn't the list, Popita? Popita. Yeah, names. How long isn't the list? It's a mile. It's 1 mile. There you go. It's always a mile. But yeah, so if you look at this green already, you can see that it's multi-toning. And that all comes down to that base layer that we put down. And what I want to do is to get all the way around, get all this bottom piece done. I need to get all under here done. And then we'll go from there. Then we'll start work on painting up the pages. Which, do I actually have a decent white? I'll dig out a white for that. There you go. It worked. The way we know it worked is it fetches URL result and it breaks. That's how we know it worked. Sneaks off into a bush. Watch out for Mr. Flibbles. Work shit. Who wants to do work shit on a Tuesday? Nummy paint. But yeah, for was just to give you a hint of how big of a project I have painted before, I have actually painted a car. Not with these level of brushes. I have painted a car. Granted, quite a lot of that was with an airbrush. But yeah, I have done full car artwork before. That one is still under NDA. Probably will remain under NDA. That was fun though. Like the process isn't that different. When it comes round to just painting a car, it's just a big ass flat surface. Painting a car is all about the prep work for it. Surface prep is your biggest problem with bigger, flatter surfaces. Did I get it? Yeah, got it all. Cool. When it comes round to something like this, as long as your surface is clean, it's fine. But when it comes round to something like a car, it 100% comes down to surface prep. Like, without decent surface prep, you are pretty much screwed. Or helically round around a tapering shaft. Depends on if you are insulted by being screwed. But yeah, it's the bigger the model you go to, I'll use a couple of the guys that I've already talked to about commissions for. You go much bigger than like a marine. So just a standard bog ass marine. You don't need to do prep on them. It is literally clean the surface up, remove the mold lines, and away you go. Like, you do not need to scuff any surfaces if you're doing like reflectiveness and shit like that, because you're not going to see the micro detail. However, you go up to, say, let's go to a dreadnought. Not much bigger than a normal marine. That's where you're going to start needing to scuff your surface. If you're going full chrome. Because you want to create the imperfection beneath it to create the perfection above it. Sounds stupid. But the bigger you go, and yes, I do like this one. I really do like this one, Chorus. You go to like ridiculous detail, and you want to go to a really high detail, you have more and more prep work the bigger the object gets. Like, a couple of you saw the prep for this. It was not a lot, because I want the imperfections in it. Because it's a mimic. If you have a perfectly, like, mimic doing mimic things, you're fucked. You don't want your mimic to be like a perfect book. Because otherwise it's going to eat everybody, and then where's its food going to be? Oh shit. If any of my D&D group are watching, don't worry about the mimic. I forgot to tell you guys not to fucking watch. God damn it, I forgot about that. So for those that don't know, if I'm ever painting D&D stuff, it usually means I'm going to use it in the campaign very soon. They may be going to a library. There may be the odd book mimic. They don't need to know about that, though. Now, usually these guys, they will still join the stream. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, one is in the stream. I can see you. One is in the stream. But usually they do mute regardless anyway. Because usually they're working properly. But yeah. Spoilers for them, they have mimics coming. In book form. So it's very hard. I wish like I had a camera that could just follow my hand. But like that would have to have the ability to go like this way, that way, that way, that way, and rotate. Like this is a brilliant camera because I can angle it and everything else. But yeah, it would be a much more complicated camera rig. I know the person to ask about. Do you think it'd actually be possible? I know exactly who to ask in regards to that shit. Because it's like, I'd love it to be able to see what I'm doing here and not just show this bit. But then I'd have to, at the moment, I could do that, but now it's in an awkward place again. What we'll do, we'll do all this back bit. Whilst I've got it stood up, we'll cover this bit. Because if I can get all this stuff done, it'll be freaking beautiful. Because although you'll never, like, this is going to live on my bookshelf 90% of the time. Because it's a, basically a filler for book stands. And it sits like that. Sits stood up, and your book's butt up against this side and this side. And, like, it just meant to hide it. It's the same height as D&D books. So, I may have planned for this. Only lightly. So hard to show some of these sections. Grab a decent amount of paint now. From here. Here we go. It's holding. Not for long. He's a little drunk. Stay. Be a good mimic. We'll try and get all this back piece done. Enjoy the lurk. Oh, God. So, I have already done drunk mimics. So, there is a stat table for intoxication and how it affects you. Use that combined with mimics. Things go so goddamn wrong. Like, one of the stats that's affected by your intoxication as you become more intoxicated is one of the, for God's sake, actually pick up any paint then, is also one of the stats that mimics use for their attacks. So their attacks get more vicious as they go up. However, their chances to hit go through the goddamn floor. So drunken mimics is a fun thing. Your party will hate you, but you'll love it. You'll absolutely love it. Now, thank goodness G hasn't heard this song. Or G has heard this song. And thank God it can't be clipped. You can only hear this song live if you're on Twitch. Just saying. Just saying. It's fine. Because there's a point in it. There is a point in it. think it's also only once in there. No, no, I'm not saying that word. I'm not saying the word. No, you're not getting that clip off me. There we go. So all the back is now done. We just need to do the rest. But if you look, it's very mottly, which is what we want. Remember, we have got a curse stream late this year coming. Which I already know is going to happen. So, okay. I already know the curse stream will happen. I don't even have to question it. Mainly because I've already had people saying, can we pay to it now? No. We're getting there. The Mimic coming alive. I'm pretty sure I've got a decent yellow to base with. Debating how to start those eyes. Because I'm debating whether I do the top then the bottom, or I just work on one section. Now, do this bit. Bear with us, guys, whilst I just do this awkward bit. Because this awkward bit is awkward for me to paint. I'm trying to show you guys whilst I'm doing it, but it's very, very hard to show. Because it's in a place where usually I would get into a very comfortable position to paint this. Because it's awkward. That's pretty nice. We'll need this fat paper there. So we've just got this little bit to do. And then, yeah, we're going to do the base teeth. Yeah, we'll do the teeth next. Right it. I don't even know if I'll get to the origin today at this rate. Jeez. So hard to actually show all this, guys. Like, I'm not painting it in my usual position. Because I'm trying to at least show the edge of it on camera. But for like when I'm painting the bulk and I'm just bulking it out, like it's here. Last bit on the north, and then just that bit. There we go. So you can already see the starting colouring of this. We've got to do all this jaw along the bottom. And I'm hoping to have that done today, at least. I am going to double check what time I have to finish. Come on. Thank you. What is my chat with you? Cool. Part 2. We have 2 hours. We have 2 hours to do the bottom, and we are... How long into the stream? I don't know. Wow, we're nearly an hour and 40 minutes into the stream. And we've just done the top and all the dry brushing. Damn it. Right. Alright. We're going to start by painting in the inner jaw pieces. Because it makes it easier for me. Once these inner jaws are all lined out, I can fill. Can you see it better if I hold it there? Yes, you can. I didn't even put any paint on my brush. God damn it. I don't mind getting paint on me. But when I draw a line of paint on me, that's unacceptable. Tip that way. Move it right up there. So you guys should be able to see this bit now. There we go. We're getting it there. Now, for those that want to know what I'm going to do with the back, it will just get masked off. I will get a piece of paper, my black spray can. I'll put a piece of paper along this very edge, and this will all get sprayed matte black. It will then get attached to a wood block on this face. That'll then put it at the right point on the shelf, and away we go. It will be exactly the width of the books to here, so that these edges will sit in front of the books a little bit. And yeah, that's it. It is just a book mimic for D&D books. There we go. We're getting there pretty quick on this side. Like, looking really nice as well. I'm going to re-clean my brush. Hey up, Tass. Welcome, buddy. We are working on chaos. It's only a book mimic. It's only a book mimic. Don't worry about it. Just check how many fingers you've got after. Might bite. How are you, Tass? So hard to show exactly what I'm working on because I'd have to paint it like that, then my hand would be like that. So I do apologize, guys, that you're not getting the best of views here. But when this room gets a bit of a rebuild, I have priced it up, and it's not going to be as cheap as I'd like, but we need to create a fake wall and move stuff and everything else. Once that's done, the camera will be a lot more above me. It'll be about a foot closer, looking straight down, but it'll also be about a foot higher. So I can zoom in and do all the bits and pieces. Grab that. Oh, we're hunting Boba Freak now. Come on. Come on. Yep. So I will say it again because I can see people that have joined and not joined. The reason I can use my paints straight from the tub is because they're already pre-watered down. Every single one of them is pre-watered down. It makes my life a lot easier to pre-water it all down. That is the only reason, guys, and thank you for the follow there, Bear. today is the first day we're doing a triple multicast. I don't know whether I'm going to do my gaming as well on Kick, or whether it'll just be the painting stuff that's only ever over there. I'm thinking it's probably going to be just the painting stuff. Because that then keeps it nice and organized, and I don't have to change shit. So yeah, we are officially multicasting to multiple locations. We are nearly done with that side. Just got this piece to do, and then we're going to start on the eyes. I need to check where the oranges are. And we'll start working on the eyeballs. Oh god, this is like... It has to be flat for you to see even this section. But I need it like that. This is going to be horrible. Yes, the eyes. The eyes was... I've already got a couple of people wanting some unique stuff. I've already had another person that wants me to paint another Mythosaur skull for them. I just need to get that printed, and then we can get that painted. So that's one of them. For those that don't know, last year, for the Reality Skew Gaming, we helped with their foot cancer campaign. They were raising money for the ACS, and we painted a Mythosaur skull to give away. The winner of said Mythosaur skull was Tass in the end, and it is in the background of his streams regular. So, yeah. And also, we did paint one for Scribe because his chat hit a goal target on one of the months where Tass was... Scribe was having a lot of interesting things going on. And we said one night, if we hit this number of shots that we have to do, I will get it painted and sent to him ASAP. And we did that literally within an hour. So within a week or two, I had got it painted. Took a bit of time before we could get it over to Scribe. But yeah, we got it over to him. And that's on his back wall. So yeah. You have a sudden urge to strangle bipedal hands. Oh god. But yes, so we do commission work. We do giveaway stuff that, like, if a streamer is doing something that we know them, I will tend to paint something and say, give it away. Done. Don't care. I will happily do that shit. There we go. There is all the bluing done. First stage, anyway. Right. Let's get the first stage of the orange on, at least. For the eyes. Come on. All right. And yes, I clean every inch of my brushes, guys. What I'm doing at the moment, I've just got rid of any paint that was on the actual metal piece, which is what I'm doing now. Just getting rid of any of the dry paint with my nails. And that, done. Reform it, because we're using the same brush for the orange. Now, whenever I'm doing orange, I do start in a weird way. I actually start with a brown. This is the brown that I use. It's called Death Color Brown. It is the brown that I use for starting oranges because it is very orange. Right. I'm going to start on this one. Stop it. We have ads soon, guys. Remember, we will pause for the ad break. Go get food, snacks. And any questions that you have, feel free to ask. I'm gonna just quickly try and get the edgings of them done. If I can make it so you can see the edging, I will. So dry brushing is prevent the paint going between. No, not at all. So dry brushing is more for getting the highlighting. Like, I'm actually not wanting it as much on here. But what the dry brushing will do is it will pick up high details. And the heavier you press, the deeper it will go detail-wise. So think of it like a mountain. The dry brush is only going to pick up the high points. The harder you press, the further down that mountain those dry brush strokes go. There we are. We have ads. I'm just going to finish off this eye quickly. There we go. So, just wash this. So, we have ads on Twitch's side, guys. Go get drinks, go get snacks. Those on YouTube. You can use this time to fast forward so that you catch back up and you avoid your ad breaks. Because YouTube ads are randomized, Twitches are organized. You guys can effectively skip forward using this time. If you see the banner up there, it means you can still skip forward. Don't strangle Jar Jar. I've already got his skull. I've already cut his head off. It's fine. Chorus. Who do you think we went and killed? Just saying. Just saying. There's a reason that we targeted Jar Jar. Few seconds and we'll be starting again, guys. Only a few more orange eyes to do today. And this is just the base layers, guys. There is going to be layer after layer after layer. Because for the orange... just for the eyes, we have that on top of the orange. So this is going to be a longer one. Hey, Upwep. Welcome, buddy. Welcome, buddy. We are just painting today, having a chill. It is Tuesday. Hopefully you did well in your GC as well, Wep. Let's get this one painted. I did this round 3. Nice one. We did the same. in very cruel ways. But honestly, I loved every round this time. Even the middle one where it was incredibly goddamn messy. But our opponent ran out of time on that one. There we go. Alright. The middle one came down to he ran out of time and couldn't clear because he didn't have time. The other rounds have been interesting to say the least. And, like, I will spend a bit of time tonight looking at data. Planning out what changes to my defense. I enjoy that part of this week. And then next week I get to do it all over again with more data. Yay! Yep. But yeah, like that data sort that we'll do, it's like I know a lot of people ask me, oh well, what are you gonna place? And I have to honestly turn around and say, I never know. I don't know because I also look at what my opponent struggled with. And I also check whether they even have insights. And if they've got insights, I know full well they're going to potentially know how to use it. And okay, I can't just assume that what they struggled with last week is what they're going to struggle with this week. But just because they've got access to insights via their guild doesn't mean they use it. Our guild is the perfect example of that. So yeah. And the way to check, by the way, if somebody has insights, go onto their guild list, check what color their name is. If it's the same as the bulk of their guild, they may not have access. But then check if there's one gold member in their guild. If there is one gold member, they may have insights as a guild. So it does not mean that they definitely do have it as a guild, because it could be that they've got an alt in that guild and that person is paying for insights for their main accounts guild. But if that is the case, then you've got the insights for that guild sort of thing. So, definite ways to check. But even if they do have it, there is a high chance that they just don't know how to use it. Like, we get it quite regular in our chat, and like, I pay for my guild's insights. We'll pull it up quickly so people can see. I'll do. We'll have a 2-second break so I can show Wep how to do this, and a few other people will be interested. Where have I got a web page? That one. Grab this. Grab here. So, you come in here, you look at their colour. If they're gold, they definitely have insights and likely know how to use it. If they're white, they don't have insights. Purple and green do have insights, likely know how to use it. White do not have insights. However, gold literally means their guild may have insights. They don't need insights. I can tell you now, there is a few people in our guild that used to have insights that don't now because of me. I walked in and said, fuck it, I'll pay for every fucker to use it. Because it's fine by me. If you have this gold situation and the guild know how to use it, yeah, they love it. Ranger uses it. Ranger's there. Tommy uses it. I know he does. I know Greg uses it. I know Boogie uses it. At the end of the day, it's good. It's good to have insights. And we've had Boss on, and Boss loves it. And Boss doesn't have it. So when you're checking a guild, just check for this. And if the guild is a strong guild, assume they've got people that teach how to use it. We have tried to teach some people. Some people just can't learn. Some people don't learn. But yeah. Right. Bit more shaking of paint because it's a little bit thick. Let's get this little eye done. There you go. Little bit of a way to know if your opponent's gonna go into insights and actually look at counters. We might even get the teeth marked out today. Or the blood. Have I got any red to hand, actually? Have we got a decent red to hand? Suppose I could use that. Yeah, we'll go on to the blood sections in a minute. And the tongue. Try and get it all base coloured out today if we can. There we go. The other thing is, when you're scouting, WEP, have a look if, say they do have insights and they clearly have access, but if they're making consistent errors, they don't know how to use insights. So say they're always going Aphra into Jabber and failing. Either the team's piss poorly modded, or they just don't know how to use insights properly. And they're going, oh, Aphra beats Jabber, and then placing Aphra with not the right team. Like, oh, I'll put BT1 and Triple Zero, because that's the Aphra team, not BT1 and IG90, honest. Go on. Yeah. Yeah. Like, if you're seeing on the scout weird little anomalies like that, means they have no clue how to use insights properly. And if you can't use insights well, like the next 2 weeks, because we've got week 1 data, you use insights well, you can destroy every single time. It knocks out, you can knock out so much RNG. On Thursday, we'll be doing a stream, and I'm tempted to, well, I will do the scout, but I'm tempted to show how we do the scout for my opponent on stream and how I planned everything out, because that's using insights to a very high level. Like, Tas taught me one way of doing it. And then I've played and tweaked and got to an extreme where, yeah, Tas's starting point was the best starting point I could have asked for. The best starting point I could have asked for. But now, I go into stupid detail, and it's great. So yes, 100%. Tas is the man to begin your how the fuck do I break this person in the scout. I have just taken it to a whole level of week 1 I can read what you're probably going to put on defense. And week 2, I will know what you're going to place. Including the Datacron. Including, oh, I'm going to alter to this because I look at your patterns. Pattern recognition. The ADHD friend's tool. This is what you do. I've read you like a book. Enjoy. Right. Last I to do. Now, why did it not trigger Tas's message? Nexus, what are you doing? Oh, god damn it. Ah, shit. There we go. It'll now work. But I'll play it anyway. There you go. There is Tas. He did appear in Twitch. The man, the myth, the legend. Nope, wait. It's just one of the top players in GAC. But yeah, the way Tas teaches how to do scouting is a great starting point for anybody. Like, even if you know exactly how to scout, you're probably doing it a long way. And yeah, there are tools that make it a lot quicker and easier, and both me and Tas use said tools to make our lives quicker and easier. There we go. There's all the eyes base painted. Let's get on to the blood pieces. And I don't know what colour I want to do the tongue yet. I've got an idea for the tongue. Yeah, I'm going to do that for the tongue. Tongue's a surprise colour if we get to it in time. But yeah, honestly, I know recently I think you did a how to scout video. But yeah, if people don't know, go there. And if you want, like, scouting tools, go to Taz's Patreon. Because for the same price that you will pay, and I pay this, so for the same price you will pay for Hot Utils and OmegaBot, you also get access to Taz's Discord server for the hidden rooms where we ask questions all the goddamn time. Yes, I am not that active in there. But Taz knows if I post a question in there, it's usually fucking complicated. So yes, I do apologise for those headaches. But I don't as well. Because I pay for the privilege of asking those sorts of questions. So yeah, if you do pay for both OmegaBot and Hot Utils, highly consider going through Taz instead. Because, yeah, it's actually better value. And yes, I could set that all up myself. But why would I? When I'm known to support other content creators anyway. And yeah, I want to support other content creators. Like, for me, that side of it isn't for me. I don't want to have to keep organised. I prefer to let Taz know. The how to scout is a high level. I haven't made a comprehensive video showing it all in action. Yeah. Like, it's scouting in general is a very... It starts high level, and you can dumb it down as far as you want. The easiest step you could take is look at what they placed last round, the very last round, and go from there. But then you could do like what I will do, probably like Taz will do if it's somebody he's never faced. Okay, what did they do last 3v3? What did they do the 3v3 before that? Can I see a pattern? Can I see that you change shit week 1 to week 2? Oh, you don't. Go back again. You didn't again. Okay, so whatever you placed week 1 is now what you've placed week 2 and week 3. I can read you like a book at some points. All depends on how much effort you want to put in. Scouting is one of the best tools you can ask for. And if you can do it well, just advantages you forever and a day. And it's like the one that makes me laugh. Where is? Do I have it in here? I should make a Swagger command section. Somewhere I have a mod bot. It is mod guide. Boop. I have that for whenever anybody asks me for mod guide shit. It didn't go out to YouTube for some reason. I'll fix that another day. That is now added to the list of shit to fix. But yeah, I get asked, oh, will you do a mod guide? No. There's people that do better. Hence why I have them on a bot. Scribe does a very good series, especially for beginners. Tarsonex does a much deeper dive into the ridiculousness of mods. And he also does custom mod videos per character. Enjoy. Is what level do you want to go to? But I can highly recommend both. There we go. The first of the blood bits are done. We'll have to do all the page work before we do any of the actual blood effects on it. There we go. Looking really nice as well. I'm really happy with how this is coming out. Even though this is just the base painting day, and we're going to wash and level and everything else over the next few times that we're doing this one. And I will be making a custom thumbnail for these streams. So people watching back can find the streams. Because I know there is people that do watch them back. But considering he was white this morning, he's coming along. Got the 2 blood strands here to do. Then we'll see if we can knock out all the teeth in the time and the tongue in the time that we've got left for today. Remember, I am on a little bit of a tight time scale today, guys. Otherwise, I would finish all the basing today. But we will cover it all on stream. I won't paint any others of it. We'll probably be continuing this next Tuesday, unless we have something big from the UK Games Expo to do. Which, at the moment, I'm going to be honest, we're not going to have a lot to spend there. So, chances of a big project are slim. There are projects that I am going to be looking for. I'm going to be looking for terrain stuff and background imagey stuff for us to paint. Because what I want to be able to do is set up a nice background for when we do different model types that we can then do nice photographs in front of. Go from there. That's more what I'm looking for at the UK Games Expo, is like background stuff and terrain stuff and things like that. Because that's the stuff you don't see painted often. And a lot of people are always asking questions, oh, how do you do this weathering effect? Now, I have already got the list for my next weathering powder order ready. And that order will go in next month. It's only a small order. But weathering powders are always used. But if you want to see more painting streams, if you want me to do other models, you can commission them. So just message me and we can talk and go through the pricing for it. I have got 3 people to reply to today in regards to all that, because we are starting to do them after we get back from the UK Games Expo. And yeah, we'll be going from there. And there is all the red done. So yeah, we'll be doing a lot more painting streams after the UK Games Expo is done. And going from there. Wait, do I do airbrushing? Wait. Pipe. Pipe. I can't pull the pipe up. Ugh! Can't pull the pipe up. God damn it. Whew. Alright. Let me just grab this. Double check that the background is sorted. So, under this desk, there is that side of the desk, the other side of the wall, is a full air compressor. I have a frame that should be put on the desk, but is currently off, that holds 4 different airbrushes. Here, I'm touching it, is my extractor hood. Might do a small amount of airbrushing. I don't do it often, but I do a lot with an airbrush. Like, if we're doing speed painting, which there is a charity event being set up for it, and we're setting it up with a couple of others, which is going to be for a kids' charity. We'll do a load of fundraising, and it'll basically be, you get a Games Workshop starter box of an army. You have 24 hours, and it's a reverse subathon. Your chat can screw your painter. You remove time. So you start with 24 hours. And you can go down to 0. You can punish the higher level painters to have to work quicker. That airbrush will get used that day. Like, the building side, you can't do it in. We'll let everybody build at their pace. But the second the painting starts and it's based, you can strip time. So you can either be really nice to them and go, yeah, we won't, we'll sub to the, well, we can give money to the event, which will all be a combined pot. Or you can target them and strip their time. Just saying. Interesting way of us being punished for it. Which means people like me that can paint really quick at a high level, yeah, 24 hours is not a long time to paint to begin with. Stripping that time? No. You can't beat the bot. You were mid-Emu War, Spook. You're mid-Emu War and you tried to give him a silver goon bag on a string. Doesn't work like that. But yeah. Yeah, so ways to make it a lot more interesting for guys like me that will paint really quick. But at the same time, oh god, I may have thinned this paint too much. I think I have. I have thinned this paint too much. But yeah. You think something's wrong with the setting? Let me check. Because God damn it. I forgot to press a button. Yep, it'll now work properly. But yes, Emu War was going on. Yes, yes. That's the idea. Like, it's not meant to be a clean green going on here. You know that it's a mimic. You know it likes to eat things. It's probably eaten a lot of things that are not good for you. Yeah, it's now on, Spook. I forgot to transfer something over. I heard it my side. That's the entertainment of it. But he was mid-Emu War. He was going pew pew. You can't force him to have a silver string goon bag. Yeah, exactly, Chorus. Where hasn't a mimic tongue been? Wait, don't answer that. Don't you dare answer that. No. No, I don't want to know. And there you go. Their tongues are notoriously sticky. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, yeah. Yep. Won't go there. Won't go there. Right, I need to just reset to that scene so that I can see what is actually going on in Kickland. There we go. There we go. So if you look at the base of this tongue, like the colouring changes on it are gorgeous. Like I am enjoying the ridiculousness of that colouring change. But I've pre-thinned all my paints, as we talked about earlier, and this is probably the one paint I've taken too thin. It's covering nice, though, so I can accept it. Like, if we look just under the tongue, you're getting a lighter tongue on the underside, which is just, wow. I love it. I really do love the look of this. Like, we'll be doing, like, multiple layers beyond this as well. Alright, this is just the starting layers, guys. So this isn't, oh yeah, this is the way it's going to be finished. We'll have edge highlighting, recoloring layer, shades, everything will be going on here. Because that blood doesn't look like real blood yet. And it will do when I'm done. Right. So I'm being very conscious of time at the moment, guys, because I am doing a move for somebody very shortly for their OBS setup. And I need to make some food prior to me doing that, in all honesty. So I am just being very conscious of time right now. So yeah. Just being wary of it. Because I don't want to start something that I have to stop, you see. And I know I can definitely get the tongue painted in time. It'll be moving on from the tongue whether I can get all the teeth done. Because I don't want to start a project of like the teeth and not be able to finish all the teeth in one hit. That's the thing. I don't want to start a section that I have to stop. So we're going to have a look at time in a minute. Because although we'll only be initially painting them a bone white, so that I can make them rotten. And yes, we're going to have rotten teeth on our Mimic. Or rotting teeth on our Mimic, should I say. There are a few steps that we need to do for each one. God damn it. I'm struggling to show me working on this. Alright, just got the top half of the tongue to do. And we're getting there. Problem for me is I want to get right down here. Under the tongue. And I'm definitely not using my mic stand to hold it up, guys. Honest. Definitely wouldn't do that, would I? Like, this is the hard part here, guys, is that little bit where you can't properly see if I have it at a point where I can see. Mm. There we go. And there we go. So that is a lot of progress for day one. Where is that? There. Clean this end. Clean the brush. And there we go. Brush is done. So we have literally used 2 brushes today. We used a dry brush right at the start, did all the detailing pieces. I'm going to close that. Put that back. So dry brush, just picking up all the detail. You can see huge amounts of it still. Then we've gone over with the contrast to give the colorings that we want. The eyes, we used a base paint just to get rid of them because they are going to be done a different way to usual. We do have all the teeth to do. That is not a 30-minute job. I can tell you that for sure. Those teeth are going to be a while, and I need to do the teeth and the paint, the page work before we can continue. They are the next things, is the teeth and page. I'm not going to be able to get those done in 30 minutes, guys, and I'm not going to rush it. I don't want to. That is the bigger thing. I do not want to rush this job. This is... I want this to be right rather than it being rushed. So, with that being said, guys, we are going to be looking at wrapping up for the day and going on and doing all the things. This evening, I will be playing Battlefield with Clarky as normal. I will not be streaming. Tomorrow evening, I am streaming. It will be around 6, maybe half 6, 7. We are going to be once again playing Windrose. I'm enjoying that game far too goddamn much. I don't know if I'm going to stream gaming over to Kick as well. I am debating it. At the moment, it will just be painting side over on Kick. That is what I'm thinking. But that may change. I'm going to speak to people this afternoon about it, see what they think, see if it's worthwhile just me permanently simulcasting to all 3. It makes no difference to my setup. As you can see, I've still had 0 drop frames to all 3 sources. I've put out a 12k kbps. I'm putting out perfect. Yes, it is the pirate game. It is the pirate game, Web. Like, I know Scribe has played it as well. Might try and convince him to join us at some point. But me and Sindri are playing together. We're having such a damn good ball on it. Like, tomorrow is just going to be farming central to get shit up so that we can deal with this boss. Because we got close. And now we have no gunpowder. And I need gunpowder to be able to get close to it. So, irritating. Irritating is the word. So, yeah. It is the pirate game. Really fun one. What I'll then be doing is Thursday this week, we will be doing the last stream of this run-up for the UK Games Expo. I'm going to put it up on stream for one time. And it will be... Yeah, first boss, unfortunately. I need my notepad. That one. Come here. The goals have purposely been hidden, guys. Because, I'll be honest. Let's just bump it to like 40s. That's the goals that are up at the moment. Yeah. Yeah. I don't want it. I don't know why it says JM at the start of that. I have no clue. But they are the goals for the UK Games Expo, guys. That money will then go towards finding stuff that we can do more painting on him. So, yeah. One of those. There's a lot of stuff that I want to do, and there's a few bits here that I really enjoy doing. I do want to do more painting shit, which is why I'm going to be looking for terrain and background stuff. I've got an idea of what I want to do and a couple of other bits and pieces to make it even better. I'm going to be talking to friends about getting that bit set up for when we get back from the UK Games Expo and going from there. But yeah. Right, we are going to pause those ads. Here. Twitch. Oh, I can't pause the ads because we'd hit pre-rolls. I don't want to give people pre-rolls. Fuckers. Fuck it. We'll delay them. I am going to be finished within the next 4 minutes, guys. So we'll be raiding out very shortly. So that's what we're going to be doing at the UK Games Expo, is finding stuff for background stuff and modeling and cool shit to actually paint on stream. I'm going to come to this screen now. Thank you all for just being here today. It is a pleasure, as always, to actually be able to sit here, chill, have a laugh, have a joke with you guys, and just enjoy the day. That's the bigger part. I've really enjoyed sitting and painting this monstrosity to the stage of just look at its face when it goes onto this screen. It looks even worse. It's great. It's beautiful. I wanted to do that. Yeah, so we will be back on Wednesday evening. We will be back on Thursday to do the first round of GAC. That is the last day that this is applicable, because I have to head there Friday. I have started to speak with somebody in regards to Friday evening for the GAC, because I will be in the hotel. I will not be able to stream it successfully. I know that, but I'll be able to put it out to Discord. So we are going to be doing a stream with somebody else to do it on their stream. So join us for that. It will be stupid and as stupid fun as usual. I'm right at the start. I catch one of your painting streams. It's always cool to watch people good at their shit. Yeah, thank you very much, Chorus. Like, I enjoy doing the painting streams. I don't get to do them often. I really don't. And that's the thing. These painting streams, just printing that on its own is 21 quid. That's the print. Then you've got the paint. You've got all the prep work for it. Yeah, it burns through money. So I can't do regular painting streams without others either doing commissions or other things. Yeah. But Alpha is 21 quid a couple of days on power, because that's a 2-day print. So by the time you get to the tail end of it, you're there going, well, what's the next bit? And it kind of sucks. Kind of does suck. So, we are going to raid out, guys. Let's have a look where we can raid. Who is on that we know? We're going to see about a new friend. Ooh, friend. Right, let's have a look. Let's see if we can find anybody. There is nobody on that I am liking the look of right now. Has anybody got any recommendations for where we can raid to? Because on my follower list, it's like one person. Like I've got nobody that we can raid, which is soul destroying. Right, I've grabbed that one. Copy. Search. Paste. Right. That's where we're raiding. Thank you, Charon, for that one. Boop. So, like I said, we will be back later in the week, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your week. I'm going to put the raid message up like this. If it works, it worked on YouTube. It also went out to YouTube and Twitch for no apparent reason. Remember, the second message with the little baby dolphins is the one that you can do regardless. The big whale glue is whale glue. You have to be a whale, you have to be a sub to be able to use the whale glue. There will be Kraken glue when I can get it set up. There's Kraken glue, guys. It's Kraken glue. Right. I will be back soon, guys. We'll be back on Wednesday evening. And we'll be doing more painting Monday and Tuesday next week. They're going to always be our Monday and Tuesdays. Mondays and Tuesdays will always be our main painting days. So join us then, guys. Have fun. Cause mischief, cause mayhem, cause chaos. I'm going to get us out of here before we hit the ad break. So have a wonderful rest of your day, guys. See you all very, very soon.
Right, there we go. Okay, 1 minute and 45 seconds.
Reality spatial awareness training is currently being deployed.
Yo, the last one, Brad. Thank you so much. Oops. For the raid. Let's actually do this real quick before I impress you. Paventer sneaking in. Where's your glue? Dude, I already ate it. You can't have my glue. What the hell? Dem3, thank you for giving us up to Minyo. And also, welcome in Jaron Graves and the Lost Wombat themselves. Good to see you guys. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow also. We have anonymous follows here. It says you were making, doing makers and crafting. What were you making? That's amazing. Welcome in. As you may have noticed, we are playing the new Lego Batman game. And I'm currently doing a race. I just pause real quick before I show you guys how well I drive. And in this stream, we play a little bit of everything.